Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, the divisions of faith, text 28. Ashraddhaya hutam datam tapas taptam kritam chayat asad iti uchyate partha na chattat pretyan no iha. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Anything done as sacrifice, charity, or penance, without faith in the Supreme, O son of Pritha, is impermanent. It is called asat and is useless both in this life and the next. So imagine we are doing sacrifice, we are doing penance, charity, means we are putting so much of our effort, our energy is being used, our time is being used, our money is being used probably. And if we are doing these activities without faith in Krishna, then the results that we get from those is impermanent and it is useless. It is called asat. Why is it called asat? Asat means not true. Why is it not true? Because it's impermanent. If something is true, it should not be changing. If something changes with time, that means it's not permanent. It's temporary. So it's not the eternal truth. It's relative truth. It's relatively true at that moment of time, but it is not eternally true. And we are spirit souls. You know, we are eternal. So we need to understand and be connected to the eternal truth. Anything done without the transcendental objective, whether it be sacrifice, charity, or penance, is useless. Useless. Now people, we endeavor so much, we make big functions that people will say, I'm so great, I'm so religious, I'm so pious, so I'm doing, but then Krishna is saying it's all useless. All, why? Because it's impermanent. Therefore, in this verse, it is declared that such activities are abominable. Everything should be done for the Supreme in Krishna consciousness. Without such faith and without the proper guidance, there can never be any fruit. So we are encouraged that any penance, any charity, any sacrifice we do should be for the Supreme Lord, not for the demigods, not to get material benefits, material desires, because all that is still going to keep us here in the material world. It is still material. Even the demigods cannot let us get out of the material world. When Hiranyakashipu did so many sacrifices for Brahma and he asked Brahmaji, give me the boon that I will never die. Brahmaji told him, I can't give you that boon. Why? Because I myself have to die. So no demigod can give us the benediction. Even Lord Shiva, Lord Ganesh, they cannot give us the benediction that you will not die, you will live permanently in this material world. No, each of us, only Krishna can take us out of this material world. Only Krishna, he can take us out and bring us back to our eternal home, which is the spiritual world. In all the Vedic scriptures, faith in the Supreme is advised. In the pursuit of all Vedic instructions, the ultimate goal is the understanding of Krishna. So the essence of all the Vedas, the reason all the Vedas are there is for us to come to the understanding, to come to the point that the Supreme Lord, that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. No one can obtain success without following this principle. Therefore, the best course is to work from the very beginning in Krishna consciousness, under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. That is the way to make everything successful. So here we are given the choice. We want to directly take a bhakti yoga, that yes, Krishna is the Supreme Lord, even though I might not have much faith in it, but let me try to follow it. Let me try to engage in hearing and chanting. And then, or we don't take up this proposal, then what will happen? No, I want to make my research work. I will make my research. And so we can read all the Vedas, and whichever scriptures we will read, we will ultimately have to come to the point that we have to hear and chant about Krishna. We have to surrender to Krishna. And so the choice is ours. And Bhakti Yoga should be done under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. A spiritual master who's coming in the parampara system, because a guru who is in the parampara system, because he has been trained by his guru, who is trained by his guru, who is trained by a guru, originally coming from Brahma, who was instructed by Sri Krishna himself. So the knowledge is unadulterated, and the guru knows how to guide the disciple properly. In the conditional state, people are attracted to worshipping demigods, ghosts, or yakshas like Kovera. The mode of goodness is better than the modes of passion and ignorance. But one who takes directly to Krishna consciousness is transcendental to all three modes of material nature. So mode of goodness is to worship the demigods. The mode of ignorance is to worship ghosts and spirits. And then the mode of passion is to worship some person and give worship to a person thinking he's God, you know. So better than doing all that is to worship the Supreme Lord, because there is a tendency in us to worship anyways. We are worshiping someone or the other. But so the best way is to worship the Supreme Lord. Our propensity to worship should be to worship the Supreme Lord. Although there is a process of gradual elevation, if one, by the association of pure devotees, takes directly to Krishna consciousness, that is the best way. And that is recommended in this chapter. To achieve success in this way, one must first find the proper spiritual master and receive training under his direction. So as we said, it's our independent choice. We want to go step by step, or we want to go directly. We want to take the stairs to go up to reach to the 100th floor of the 101 building, or we want to take the elevator so we can reach faster and more comfortably. The choice is ours. Bhakti Yoga is the fastest process. And Bhakti Yoga is, again, repeated that we must find a proper spiritual master and receive training under his direction. Then one can achieve faith in the Supreme. When that faith matures in course of time, it is called love of Godhead. This love is the ultimate goal of the living entities. One should therefore take to Krishna consciousness directly. That is the message of this 17th chapter. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports to the 17th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matter of the divisions of faith. So we can see that just by having a little faith in Krishna, just by having a little faith in Bhakti Yoga, just by having a little faith in the devotees, and continuing in the process of Bhakti Yoga under the guidance of the spiritual master, we can get the ultimate goal of human life, the highest treasure that there is, the highest thing that anybody can work for and gain and imagine to gain, and that is love for Krishna. Love for Krishna. Is that okay? Any questions or comments?
Yes, okay.
It's okay, then we can stop here today. Thank you so much for listening in. Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande.